Do 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 do.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude? You know what, dude?
What's up, everybody? We're back. Episode 3 of the You Know What Dude
Hello.
podcast. I am Reskos. We got Stein. We got Stubbs. We are going to... We have a couple things written down here for today. The first thing that I want to do before we even get into Steinisms. So, you guys, this is episode 3. And I just wanted to kind of, talk a little bit about, first of all, it's really cool to see myself on Spotify. But I wanted to see if you guys had any feedback that we haven't talked about for what we've done so far. Anything you would want to start doing in the future, anything you like, anything you don't like, stuff like that.
I mean, I like kind of the way everything's going. The only thing that, and I know we've talked about it already, is just now that we've got a couple of episodes under our feet and under our belt or whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Starting to get more people in here as far as guests, and whether that be and like goals. I think we should actually have written goals out for what we want to do for 2024, and then what we want for like a 5-year plan, if we want to even have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, if that's, something we want to continue doing. I mean, that's a long friggin' time, but I feel like having some sort of plan, like, okay, 2024, 2025, the kind of a layout and a roadmap, I think a roadmap of kind of what we want to do, kind of week to week or even month to month would be pretty preferable. Just so we all know what we're going into, what we know, what we want to bring to the table, so we can have ideas in the meantime, or if we're we have an idea for or a certain guest come up, that we have in June or whatever, and all of a sudden we're in passing, and this happens all the time. You'll encounter something in the wild that is like, oh, that'll be perfect for that episode. So making sure that we all just keep communicating and writing stuff down, and for that roadmap, because I think one of the biggest things that I've come across in my years of experience in life here is you won't achieve a goal that you don't write down. Mm-hmm. So if we have a goal, I think we should have a realistic goal and then a stretch goal, like a goal that
yeah, I think it's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Okay, we've got regular guests, but we have a stretch goal of we want friggin', I don't know, fucking Theo Vaughn or Tom Segura or something like that on the podcast at some point. Something along those lines where we're just like, hey, this is crazy to think about, but here we are.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I think a stretch goal would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. There's always times where I get surprised in life, and I think accounting for that almost, and what kind of surprises you would expect to see.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's been obviously in the beginning, we're flying by the seat of our friggin' pants. We have no idea what we want this podcast to be. We just know that we have a great time, the three of us,
just talking
around. So, and we think, and the thing is and even at PAX, the three of us would get going and everybody else would just be sitting there laughing their ass off. So it's I think that's, for me, I know Reskos and I had talked about this the whole time, but after that weekend, I was like, it's got to be the three of us. It has to be. It makes no sense not to have the three of us as a podcast. So I was just
originally,
it
was just supposed to be me and Stubbs, but after PAX, we were like, we got to get Stein in here.
Stein in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad, too. This has been really fun.
So, yeah, I think that's the only feedback I really have personally.
Okay.
Is just
Stein, do you have
setting goals.
You want to add?
I want to start thinking about more segments. Honestly, but that falls under what Stubbs said, is us just writing out our goals and planning for the future. So, I don't actually have anything in mind in particular. I could rattle off 50 things, sure, but yeah.
But we can always
pretty much.
sidebar that too. Like we can always like, hey, when we're not recording, let's have a meeting, just a quick like half-hour meeting,
absolutely.
and just throw
True.
ideas, like a brainstorming session where we're just throwing out ideas and see what sticks.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I would love that.
I mean, obviously, we talk all the time when we're not recording, but
and we always say funny things and we think of hilarious shit, but it's like, okay, let's streamline it and like, okay, that's a podcast topic. Let's put that on the board.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it kind of like it, because I always have this happen where there's a fleeting moment where something comes up and I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. That would be perfect for this. And then
You forget it.
24 hours later, yeah, it's gone.
Right.
So having
Just
like
write
a
it down.
time that we just, writing it down and just setting aside a time where we like just sit down and are like, here's some ideas. I think will really kind of help with that.
Right.
It keeps it makes it so you have a time that you're just like, I can bring this up and this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I concur.
Concur.
Anything that you're thinking about, dude?
My biggest thing was, once we get more comfortable with, speaking to nobody, essentially, which is kind of what we're doing.
Right.
And once we get more comfortable with the whole editing and publishing and all of that, the whole process, I think things will go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I agree.
But for right now, it's just kind of getting acclimated with the ecosystem that we're uploading to and the podcasting ecosystem in general, really. So we're learning. We're getting there. I think we did really well with episode 1. I think episode 2 did even better.
I agree.
But I just wanted to, kind of.
Do you think, like maybe even like assigning, like not jobs, but I mean like assigning certain things to each, like again, this is a brainstorming session at this point, but like assigning certain jobs, like for example, like you're a very technical person, like you dive right into like the technicals of uploading to Spotify, YouTube, and all that stuff. While we have a general basis, I feel like that's like something that you really like to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where with me, for example, my ADHD is like, okay, I can come up with a million fucking creative ideas on what we think we should do for the podcast. Like something along the lines of technical director, like creative director, Steinism director, and, things like that of that nature.
Technical director, creative director, Stein.
Exactly.
And yellow.
Exactly. Yellowsm director. But
Director of Yellow.
Something along those lines.
Yellowsm.
So we have, this is again more talking later, but like more clear cut, not necessarily responsibilities, but ideas of what we got going on that we can all throw off each other too. And it's not like we can't all just do the same stuff because we're all doing it, but yeah.
And, we could have talked about all of this before recording, but I think it's important that we kind of get anybody who's listening's feedback as well on these topics.
I agree.
So anybody listening, if you guys
absolutely.
have any suggestions or things that you would like, if you have past experience in this kind of thing, feel free to reach out to us, leave a comment, all that stuff. All right. And I guess without further ado, then we'll move on to everybody's favorite segment, the Steinisms.
Oh, yes. Oh,
certainly my favorite.
Let's hear. What do you got for?
So Stubbs, I went first last week. Do you want to go first this week?
yeah, sure. I'll go first this week. Stein, I think this is my favorite one. Because last week we
boy.
talked about photosynthesis.
Oh, we sure did.
We sure did. This week, I want to hear basically a retelling of how you think humans discovered fire.
How humans discovered fire? That is a fantastic question. Let me ponder that for Stubbs. Let me just get some.
Is he Googling it?
No, I'm not googling it. I'm just getting.
Hold on, I'm just getting some talking points.
I'm just getting some food. All right.
Wait, hold on. Before you answer, are you eating elote Cheetos, street corn Cheetos with chopsticks?
I sure am, buddy.
Now, is that to make it so they don't get cheesy fingers?
Yes. Stubbs and his infinite wisdom right there.
Okay.
I think
Yes,
that
absolutely.
was
But
that
here's-
was a side benefit. I think he just wanted to be weird.
It's,
I did
but
wanna do
here's-
that,
Here's
too.
my last thing. It's just like, you realize that even that the cheese would just blend in with your alabaster skin. You know that, right?
But it gets on the keyboard.
Touche.
You can't be
What are
having
you
that. don't
typing
wanna-
during the podcast?
I'm
He's
not.
Googling how humans created fire.
Well, see, what I have is I have like a Google Glass thing that's discontinued, but you know what I mean.
No.
But it's like baked in there. It's like
Oh,
a
yeah?
glass panel they just wedged into my brain like a they broke a bottle and they just shoved the piece in there and I use that as like Google Glass, so that's how I can Google things without. Anyway, we were asking about how humans developed fire.
Mm-hmm.
Discovered
so-
it, yeah.
How they discovered it, right? So let's go back. About when were cavemen around? Probably like Stubbs, what year were you born? I think in the
Yeah.
80s, maybe.
You had to know that was
Um,
coming.
You son of a bitch.
Got him. Just like that.
1984, if you were curious, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Sorry,
there it
Mom.
is. Oh, that's what they put. That's what they wrote the book about.
Isn't that when the wall in China fell? That was a joke.
The wall in China. You mean the
What?
Berlin Wall?
Yeah, I know that was a joke.
Was it 84?
Wow, that was. There was a
Continue.
lot of layers to that. Actually,
What
think about
year
it.
did the Berlin Wall fall? I don't even know what year they took the Berlin
think it
Wall
was-
down. Was it
maybe-
84?
Maybe.
Now I'm
Anyway,
actually curious.
I have no idea. Anyway,
So
89.
realistically, 89. Okay. So I was like -8. So
what?
1989, I would have been -8.
You're born 97?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Aren't you good?
Thanks, dude. I know basic math is really hard. But I I try.
For some
But-
reason, I thought you were born in '98, like me.
I was actually born. You know, we'll skip this. This isn't this part's. This is.
The sigh of
okay.
disapproval from Stubbs.
So in all seriousness, cavemen, like the 1700s, all right. They had these rocks, right? And they were fighting with these rocks because they were really angry at each other. I don't know why. Probably because of whoever stuck their dick in the T-Rex first. They weren't happy about whoever it was, the outcome of that situation. So in the 1700s. So what they did was they picked up these big rocks and they were going to hit each other with them. Right? And when they like, the one kind of parried the other, I guess he hit like L1 fast enough. So he kind of like blocked that shit. And there was a spark. The two rocks hit together, there was a spark. Now, as it turns out, there was a bunch of industrial grade kindling next to them on the ground. And this spark hit that, and that shit's like thermite. They had some advanced shit back in the 1700s and the caveman days, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit's
1700s. Yeah.
yeah, and that shit.
That
caught
was
on
right
fire
before.
like
Was that
nobody's
before or
business.
after those cavemen in the 1700s built the pyramids?
Well, those weren't built until the 1800s.
Oh,
So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Stubbs. Come on now.
all right, cool.
Did you ever have history class? Or?
Yeah, apparently not. Yeah, I was taught all wrong.
I thought he was alive during it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Jesus
Well, actually, he was because
Alright.
it wasn't the 1800s. They just discovered about 5 minutes ago. I just checked my feed real quick. That it wasn't just they didn't build the pyramids until 1983. So Stubbs was alive and well. Yep.
born in 84, guys. Born
No,
in
I know.
84.
I know. I just wanted to. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you'd catch that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so they hit these rocks together and it lights these industrial grade kindling bits on fire.
Industrial grade.
Now, don't ask me why they had industrial grade kindling before they discovered fire, because I don't have an answer to that.
All right.
Now, this shit lights on fire, and they're like, "Wow, shit's hot." They're like, "This looks pretty. This is pretty bright, and I just want to touch it, you know."
They're just
So
like,
I reach out to this fire.
wow.
That's exactly the word they use too. That's how they used to say it in caveman language.
Sure, there wasn't. Good heavens!
Oh, it was
my!
mercy me. Is that even a thing? I don't think that's not a thing. Merciful heavens? I think that's it. Or heavens me. I think I mixed those together.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Heavens to Murgatroyd is
Yep.
what they said. Yeah,
Yep.
that was it. They saw this fire and they're like, heavens to Murgatroyd, and they reach out to touch it because they're like, oh, it's bright.
Yeah.
I bet it's, I bet I could jerk this shit or something. And they grab it and it's just like, it hurts, it bit back. And they're like, we can't be having this. So then they like accused a few people of witchcraft, the two people with the rock specifically. And that's how we got the Salem witch trials.
So they discovered
And-
fire in Salem, Massachusetts.
No, they were just sent on a flight to Massachusetts.
A
to-
flight.
Yeah, have this trial. Yeah, I think this was
No.
actually in Tallahassee that this happened. Which is weird because it's not very dry there, so you think they'd have shit kindling, but I guess back at the the solar-powered kindling factories, they had the technology.
Was this the industrial kindling revolution?
yeah, of the 1670s is what started that.
So they had, so in the 1700s, they discovered the fire, but they created the kindling with which to create that fire in the 1670s.
Not only that, there was a whole revolution around it.
That's what
I don't know why, because they couldn't even light it. They didn't even know what that shit was. They looked at the sun and they were like, that's a light bulb. Which is crazy because they didn't even have light bulbs yet. So, I don't really know how they came to that.
I have a
conclusion.
question. Do you even know what you're saying?
how much of this is just off the top of your head, and how much of this was like premeditated?
Well,
How
he
would
doesn't
it
know the
be
question.
premeditated? I didn't know the question.
No. I mean, like premeditated as in random assumptions about times in history.
I actually know that pretty much everything, as far as I've said within the historical line of events, is completely and utterly bullshit and wrong.
Is it?
All of it, I'm pretty sure. I
Oh,
think
okay.
every single thing has been like very wrong. I just why not?
Okay, so that leads me to another question. Who do you think you are?
I'm him.
Great question. I am.
All right.
Reskos.
Do you have any other questions for him, or am I going?
Jesus Christ, no.
All right. Well, Stubbs took it in the simple direction. I'm going to take it in the opposite direction.
Yes.
I want you to explain to us the process of nuclear fission.
It's funny that you asked that because fission actually comes from the word fishing, and that plays into this quite heavily. Let's rewind. All right.
Okay, let's roll
We're
back
gonna
to the
go
1800s.
back
Let's rap about this.
a little bit after the caveman era, in the industrial era.
The industrial kindling
in the,
revolution.
The late early 1900s, 19th and 20th century, respectively, for
Mhm.
those who are wondering, and don't understand years. So, Nicki Minaj. is where we start this story. I almost knocked my alcohol over. Nicki Minaj.
Oh God. This
Released-
is already off to a great start.
released Anaconda in 1890. This really took off, and people said that it went nuclear, which is crazy because that wasn't even a word yet. That was the first use of the word.
Mhm.
And they're like, well, we need to really quick come up with something else real that this word means. Because they didn't actually, that's the only thing that word referred to was the song Anaconda by Nicki Minaj.
Mhm.
So they're like, we gotta come up with something. So they're like, what about atoms? What if we just like take a bunch of those and do some shit to them, split them apart?
Yeah.
We'll say that's nuclear shit because it's pretty cool. So that's how they came upon that name. And then what they did was they took a big bread knife and an atom. I think it was Adam Lambert. And they just right down the middle, and split them. Now you signed up for this.
Split Adam Lambert?
Hold on.
Yeah,
they split
Adam
Adam Lambert with a giant bread knife.
Yes, I think they cloned
Straight
him
down
first.
the middle.
I think it was a clone, and Adam Lambert, was cool with all of us. So it's fine. But yeah, so they cloned him like Dolly the sheep, the first animal they cloned in 1997. But they did it, and they actually did that was wrong because they did it way back in 18. So back in 1890, Nicki Minaj released Anaconda, and then they come up with the word nuclear, and then they got to come up with a process for the word nuclear. So they bring Adam Lambert in, and they split him in half. And with this bread knife, and then, believe it or not, Adam Lambert blows up in the music industry after this. He goes nuclear himself, and he just explodes, and that's how we get
Queen with Adam
fission.
Lambert.
Yeah, well, yeah, you split Adam Lambert, and then there's a big explosion that releases a lot of energy, and that's how we.
What happens when there's no more Adam Lambert?
Is there no?
We got bigger problem. We got bigger problems.
So
we don't joke about the dark times.
Stein, let me ask you.
Let's not get too crazy there. This is a podcast, not a documentary. So
what part of Adam Lambert powers nuclear powered subs?
The balls.
He was so serious.
All the balls, dude. Nuclear subs, Lambert balls. Yeah, they call them plutonium. That's what plutonium is.
Okay. I don't think I can ask any questions.
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're already starting with the goddamn plunger.
Oh my
I had to
God.
move. I didn't know where it was, and I found it, and I was like, I need to know where it is, so I moved it somewhere where I would.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think I have any questions. I think that was too perfect.
So Nicki
Some
Minaj
sick
started it
ass
all.
fuel rods in those balls.
Oh. Yeah. Cum powered sub is why they call them that.
All right.
Jesus Christ. The balls.
The balls.
I feel like I want to see Stein at some point during this podcast, like giggle with his mouth closed whilst holding the chopsticks with the Cheeto to his mouth. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, this is a bad episode for the Spotify listeners, huh?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sure is.
Yeah, sure is, buddy.
Oh, so I wanted to throw it back a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Throw that ass in a circle, per se.
Throw it in reverse, Terry.
To our very first episode.
Yeah.
So Stein, on Saturday, so you know I had our friend Nick's birthday. I went up to his place for his birthday. And on the way there, I was like, you know what? I could use some new work pants. So I stopped at the mall.
You know, dude.
And in the mall, they had a Macy's.
Hold on a second. Did you check the socks aisle?
I checked the socks aisle. There was no time capsule.
Did they
so
move?
I'm starting to think.
Did they move the time
you may
capsule?
have
Did you
lied to
ask an
us.
associate?
I didn't ask an associate, but I did check their website, and there was nothing listed under time capsule.
Oh, that's because they didn't update the website yet. You should have asked an associate to see if they had any in the back. You always got to ask if they have any in the back because they never put them out on the shelves.
Listen. So,
you know I'm right.
Me and Macy's, we're like this, all right? So before I go to Macy's, I give them a call and I'm like, hey, yo, make sure you got that thing on you. And they're like, okay, we'll set out those time machines for you.
They're like,
So
we
they get
always
that
stay
shit out.
strapped. Click.
Do they
yeah,
sell
they keep it in the
catapults
back.
too?
Catapults.
Is it a DIY sort of project? where you have to
That's more of a
assemble it
Dick's
yourself.
Sporting Goods.
It can be. Dick's Sporting Goods, theirs are overpriced. Macy's, they have catapults, but they're kind of shit. Where you want to go for those is you want to go to Sears. They got the best catapults.
Oh, okay. Ames,
Yeah, make sure you don't get
possibly
the trebuchet.
Kmart.
Kmart's not in business anymore, but if you can break into one, and just sneak in
neither
there,
is Sears.
Oh shit! I need a new catapult supplier now. Goddamn. You know what? I'll probably check. Did JCPenney's just got a business too?
That's why I said Ames,
No,
dude.
but it's
'cause I was
still in
like,
business.
Yeah, but they won't be for long. I'll check out Kohl's. They might have good. I think they got good catapults. We'll check there.
Yeah, they'll have like a 70% off coupon, but they'll jack the price off by 70. Did I say jack the price off? I meant check the price off by 70%.
Yeah, they'll jack the price off. They'll get that price to be like, and then it'll
Walk up to that price tag and just start.
Smacking it. You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. I went there to look for work pants, and I was walking around the Macy's, and I was like, you know what? I see socks over there.
But I don't see a time capsule.
Legitimately, I did walk down the sock aisle. There weren't no time capsules.
Time capsules?
Yeah, it's because you didn't call ahead like you're supposed to.
Well, you didn't say that.
Idiot.
You didn't say you had to do
You gotta
that.
grab them from the back. I didn't say it because
I love it when they grab it from the back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
fucking grab you from the back.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh wow.
Stein, where'd you get your glasses?
Warby Parker.
I think we have the same glasses on. Like, I'm not even joking.
Oh shit, I think we do.
You're right.
These ones are the green ones.
Oh, those are the green ones. So these are the black with like the brown that go into the brown down below.
Oh, I actually almost got those.
Yeah.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure
think
we
we
have
might
the same.
actually be wearing
the same
glasses.
glasses.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't have
I
the
like these
same
glasses.
glasses. I have the Gamer Advantage
What the fuck
glasses.
is the name of these?
Ooh, gamer.
It just says Warby Parker. What the? Are these?
Carlton.
No, mine are the Durans. Sorry.
I was looking at those. They're like really similar.
Yeah.
So
I love their
Subs,
glasses. They're really comfortable.
I do remember what we were going to talk about. You wanted to talk about your Halloween costume story.
Oh, Jesus.
Halloween.
So back in the day, before I started dressing up pretty much every Halloween as the drummer from Def Leppard, this was when I was in elementary school, back in the 1870s.
80s.
Oh, you're telling me when I was in the elementary school?
It was in 1880s. Yeah, I was there. I time traveled.
I didn't
From
see
Macy's?
I didn't see a T-Rex or your mom.
Wait, hang on.
Different.
Can we back
different
up a
time.
minute? Because I don't think we ever asked this. Are you catapulting like from the Macy's parking lot, or do you have a special place that you do it from?
Great question.
Don't point those chopsticks at us.
Okay, so it depends. I've tried because you know what I said they haven't really nailed down the whole like where are you gonna pop up kind of situation. You know,
Yeah.
they just nailed down the time part, not the spatial displacement. So I've tried different. I've experimented with it. Sometimes I go from the Macy's parking lot. One time I did it from the makeup section in Macy's. I got sued.
Damn, you set up a whole catapult in there?
Damn.
Oh, that was actually that was a trebuchet.
Did you have enough space to get to 88 miles an hour?
Not at all.
So did you just slam right into the wall?
I went about 70 miles an hour through most of the display cases. So
Why did I just get that image in my head?
I don't know. I did too because it's fucking hilarious. But
Stein's got a piece of glass just sticking into his spleen.
Well, how do you think he got his Google Glass?
Yeah, that's true.
Smart.
You got catapulted through a Google Glass display?
I did in Macy's, nonetheless.
Wow.
No less.
That's how Spider-Man got his powers. He got catapulted through a spider.
Yep, makes sense.
Don't listen to the movies; they're wrong.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. Don't listen
Anyways,
to it.
carry on.
Comics. Yep.
But I've had the best luck launching the catapult from your mom's house.
Sorry you had to be there.
Yep.
Me too.
Did you see his uncle?
Anyway. Nope.
Oh.
All right, that was a bit of an intermission. Not intermission. Sidetrack. Side note. P.S. I don't know.
So basically, back when I was in elementary school, apparently in the 1880s, because Stein was there and has liked to correct me, it was around Halloween, and I was walking around somewhere. I don't really remember the entirety of like the specifics of my elementary school, but I was walking down the hall, and this gentleman stopped me in the middle of the hall and said, "Wow, that's a great costume." I'm like, "What costume?" He goes, "You know, the arm. What are you, a zombie?" I'm like, "No, I'm just walking."
I'm
And
just me.
He goes, so here's what's craziest part. So then interaction happens. I think nothing of it because I'm a child. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, no. And this guy gets so upset at himself. He like called the school. He called my parents. He wrote me a letter apologizing, like all of this stuff, dude. Like, I think the guy even got me like tickets to a Red Sox game. Like, this guy felt so terrible about mistaking the fact that my arm was not a Halloween costume. I can't begin to tell you that set a foundation for me to take advantage of that fact for the rest of my life.
Oh man.
So I guess the real question that we get to ask today is what would the Halloween costume be? Because like I feel like zombie is too obvious. You know, you got to go something a bit more obscure.
Well, I mean, we talked about Mega Man. We talked about that in the first episode. We talked about
Ash Williams.
Ash Williams.
Like I wouldn't have gone to zombie.
Yeah, I mean, it's too easy. It's too easy.
I don't know. I don't think I even would have thought of it, to be honest with you.
Honestly, I literally have, as a default, I've gone as the drummer from Def Leppard multiple years.
Why him specifically?
Is that a joke?
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with Def
The
Leppard,
drummer
to be
from
honest.
Def Leppard has one hand.
Oh, that'll do it. Okay.
I'm like, you're like, why is that? I'm like, are you being Stein right now?
I actually genuinely had no idea.
So he was born with two hands, and then there was an accident with the tour bus, and his arm was crushed and lost his arm. So I had to like relearn how to play with one hand.
Jeez.
And
really
now he and his wife operate like soothing, like yoga retreat drum circles and stuff, like for meditation and healing and stuff.
Interesting.
Yep. So, but no, as far as like, excuse me, as far as like a costume is concerned, I haven't really put much thought into it because I've never really been like a Halloween dude. And I think it's
like a
and I
pirate
think it's
pretty
because, well, yeah, I mean, that's all of this stuff is just so easy. It's like, I want to be, I would like to think of something different, but
I want to be a two-handed person.
seriously, dude. I snuck beers into my buddy's college once, during the wintertime, hiding the beers in my sleeve, acting like I had two hands.
Wait.
I stuffed. Yep. So
that's fucking.
yeah. So I'll expand. So we weren't supposed to have beer in the dorms. So we went and got the beer, and then in my jacket, I kept shoving like cans of beer in the empty sleeve and tucked the sleeve into my jacket pocket. So then we would walk in and I would have my hand in my pocket matching the other side, but there'd be like, 12 cans of Bud Light just chilling in this sleeve. And we're just walking in, and that's how we smuggled beer.
Can you imagine if you were like an
You were everybody's college best friend.
Dude, crazy.
Can you imagine if you were like an admin and you're like, this kid's up to some sketchy shit, and then you like stop him and you just he just lifts his arms up and just a bunch of cans fall out. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like the last thing you would expect to find.
Yeah.
Like that's how this motherfucker is smuggling alcohol in here.
Yeah. Exactly. No, that was a fun one.
He cut his arm off for that purpose.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
I figured after the shark got me, I would I'd take advantage of it. But
Fucking Jaws. What's that shark's name again? Doesn't he have like a really unassuming name?
Jaws.
Mm-mm. No, the robot they used or whatever. He has,
Oh,
a
like
name.
the one that they named it in the making of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Will Smith.
That's it. Will Smith. Yep.
I don't think that's what it was.
Yep. No, it's Will Smith.
Was this iRobot?
No, it's actually Martin Brody.
Martin Brodeur?
Nope, Martin Brody.
Isn't that the protagonist?
Yep.
All right.
Martin
I haven't seen
Brodeur.
that in so long.
Great goalie.
I need to rewatch Jaws.
I haven't seen Jaws in years.
Neither have I.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
What's your favorite movie, Stein?
Oh, god
a good
damn it,
question.
Stubbs. That is a hard question.
Like, what's your
Ugh.
comfort movie? Like, what's one of these movies? Like, I know it's with streaming today, but so what's one of those movies that you'd be like scrolling through channels and you'd land on it on like TNT or something, and like it would be middle of the movie and you just watch it every time, no matter what part of the movie it's on.
I know I have a few of those that I can't think. I know I would actually do it with Harry Potter a lot.
Yeah. Which
But
Harry
I wouldn't
Potter's your
consider
favorite?
myself like. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen most.
Have you read all of them?
No, I've read like part of the first one. Probably Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's my favorite.
That one's really good.
That one's my favorite. Yep.
I mean, Sirius Black is awesome.
Sirius Black is the best character.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually really liked the game Hogwarts Legacy.
I never finished
played that
that game, actually.
I never played it.
It gets a bit grindy, but
Yeah.
it's,
Well, that's where I
it's
got.
not
That's
like-
where I kind of stopped. Is like I kept doing stuff and I was doing other things, but to get any sort of power in the game, you have to keep doing all these side quests.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done more. They could do more with it. They could expand on
Yeah.
to like kind of add depth to it. But anyway, that wasn't a question. Favorite movie? There's a couple Star Wars episodes that are really up there.
Which ones?
Empire Strikes Back and Rogue One come to mind.
Really, Rogue One's way up there for you, huh? Did you see
Absolutely, I
Andor,
love-
the show?
I did not. I need to watch it.
Neither did I. Everybody keeps telling me to watch it, and I haven't.
I've
Yeah, I
just
haven't
been.
watched
I haven't been watching a lot of TV lately. I need to watch some of those Star Wars. Spin-offs
Too busy
and stuff.
editing episode 2. Yeah,
The thing he hasn't started yet.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Yep. You got me. You called me on that one. That's fair. That's fair.
Although, here's the funny thing. We're going to end this recording session. We're going to have our normal, chit chat after the episode. We're going to go back to whatever voice channel everybody's in, and he's immediately going to launch Kerbal Space Program.
Yep,
It's already
It'll
open.
be like that.
it's already
Oh,
open.
yeah.
Perfect. Absolutely outstanding.
So, favorite movie?
Favorite movie, right. So, I don't know if I could pick just one. I have
Okay,
ones in
favorite
different genres.
comedy.
Favorite comedy, probably Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, that's a good one.
Fucking love Napoleon Dynamite. I know Alex over here, not a fan.
I can't stand it.
Really, dude, that
No.
movie's so good.
It's
Don't like it.
hilarious. It's so
I think it's
funny.
just a byproduct of like my dad. No, I think it was my dad. Somebody in my family like really loved the movie,
Mhm.
and they just kept watching it.
Oh,
And then I was just like, I can't. I don't want to watch it ever again.
that's like somebody
And then we watched
requesting
it
like
like 3 times in German class in high school
that's amazing.
for some reason.
We did?
Yeah, we watched it each year in German
German.
class.
We watched that in German class? I don't remember that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same
That's
deal when
fun.
it comes to like Stairway to Heaven and like Freebird, as like musicians, it's like those are the two songs you never request because they've been played to death, and it's just while they're outstanding, amazing songs, it's just that's just stuff you don't request. You know, it's
off the top of my head, there are two movies that I'm like that with. It's Napoleon Dynamite and Goonies. Those are the two that are like just they were so overplayed when I was growing up. I just can't.
You hate Goonies?
I like Goonies a lot too.
Dude,
I haven't seen it in forever though.
I know
Sloth?
it. Like
oh my god, Sloth is the best.
Dude,
he looks like he could be
Napoleon
one of my relatives, for Christ's sake. I mean, I've seen a number of my drunk uncles be like, Rocky Road. It's Halloween, and they're like, Baby Ruth.
Jesus Christ.
That's not even a joke. I've seen it.
I believe you. That's awesome.
for my
That's one of my comfort movies for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's on and that stays on.
So what are your like your favorites then, Reskos? If you don't like those two.
for my favorite like comedies, there are two that come to mind as I really like Anchorman.
Solid pick.
Fantastic. And I really like Army of Darkness. Also fantastic. Those are the two
Good
that
choice.
just immediately sprang to mind when we started talking about this.
Good choice. Also kind of niche, I feel like.
Army of
Good niche
Darkness.
though.
Good movie.
Mine would have to be Shawshank Redemption. Like that's like my favorite movie of all time is Shawshank Redemption.
I thought we were
gotta see
doing
it.
comedies.
I was just saying favorite movies, but whatever, yeah, floats your boat. Favorite comedy? Ooh, that's a real tough one. That's a real tough one. Dodgeball is way up there for me.
Dodgeball's good.
Oh God, Three Amigos is, dude.
That's also a good movie.
I mean, Three Amigos is
I
ridiculous.
think it's a mail plane.
How can you tell?
You can see the little balls.
It's a Tubman 601. I think I flew one. A
Haven't
little
seen
Minnie
that one
goes to
either.
war.
You haven't seen Three Amigos?
oh,
Yeah,
boy.
we talked about this earlier.
But not Three Amigos. Nothing like it from what I understand. Big fan of The Naked Gun.
Oh, dude, those are so good.
Fantastic.
O.J. Simpson's greatest
We're gonna
work.
have a
OJ, yeah.
podcast movie night where we just sit
Rip.
down and watch
Yes, I would
Three
love
Amigos.
that.
Yep, that'd be
I would
funny.
love that. The
Gets time to
funny
watch
thing
Three
is,
Amigos.
stuff. Whenever I think of OJ, the first thing I think of now is him and The Naked Gun.
Yeah. Yep. Outstanding. Oh my God, the Police Academy movies.
I still gotta see. I gotta see more of them.
Yeah. But I mean, even
Team
like
America
stuff,
World Police.
dude, Caddyshack, anything with like old school, like you could get away with such crazy shit in the 70s and 80s. Dude, ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite lines. One of my favorite lines is from Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
Okay.
And he goes like he's like a millionaire, and he goes back to college. And one of my favorite lines is he's hitting on one of his teachers, one of his professors, and he starts asking her out, and he's just like, how about we go out, how about we go out Thursday? She's like, I have class. Friday, I've got class. And then like Saturday, she's like, oh, I'm busy over the weekend. Okay, what about Monday? Let's get lunch. I've got class. And then he goes, well, how about you call me sometime when you got no class? Get the double entendre there.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty slick.
But it's just one of those things,
Big
like
man.
writing like that doesn't happen much anymore. And it's just,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
it's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But like there's I
this-
think about it, there's so many movies out there. Are there
a
any
lot.
are there any
Good old
movies
school
that
comedy.
you can't watch because they scare the shit out of you?
Most horror movies.
Yeah. Not a scary movie.
Not a fan.
No,
I'll play horror games all damn day. I cannot do horror movies.
no. See, I'm the other way around. I can watch the movies, but I have a hard time playing the games because I'm a story-based person. So when I play horror games, I feel like I'm in it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrifying.
I'm definitely leaning more towards that, which is funny because I love playing horror games. But I don't know. What was the question again?
Are there any movies that or like games that you can't play because they scare the bejesus out of you?
Right. No, not really. Well, games. I know I've started to play Soma a couple times, and it scared the shit out of me. Same with Alien Isolation.
Ooh.
So I'll probably come back to those.
Yeah.
Because they're both very, very. Movies, I've just become really desensitized. But like, there is one that I kind of refuse to watch, and that is Cannibal Holocaust.
I've never heard of it.
Is it because of the name?
No, it's not because of the name.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with the Holocaust. It has more to do with cannibals. But it's a horror movie from the 80s that's it produced such an uproar because it looked too real. It looked like a snuff film. Like actually.
Oh wow.
And there was also like huge animal rights abuses in the movie. In the making of the movie.
Wow.
And it's just like it was banned in several countries because of how realistic it looked. It was way too close.
Wow.
To the point where it's been questioned if it's gone to court because they thought there was actually murders committed for this movie. And I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could watch that. I don't know if I have any desire to watch that. I have watched Human Centipede, just the first one.
Oof.
And holy shit.
Oof. Yeah, I saw the first one too. It was like, yikes.
It's not. It's
the fact that the tagline for the movie is "This movie is medically accurate."
I hate it.
No, for me, Fire in the Sky. Anything that has to do with like real alien stuff scares the shit out of me.
I just watched that for the first time the other night with Kim.
Gives me nightmares.
It's terrifying, but it's so good.
The reason why that is for me is specifically Fire in the Sky is because that came out when I was young when that came out. I was like 8 years old or something like that. And I walked in.
And that came out in the 1800s?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I walked in like late night. My parents were watching the movie and I was supposed to be asleep. But I walked into the living room while they were watching the movie at the exact time where they were like opening him up and shoving that jelly shit in his mouth and like all that, like all this stuff when they were like examining him, and it just scared the friggin' crap out of me. So,
yep.
I was, nope, no, can't do it. Cannot do it.
The scene is messed up.
Yep. So how
do you guys feel about the scary movies, like the comedies?
Oh, those are funny as hell. The second one is my favorite.
The second one's fantastic.
Yeah,
mostly because apparently my cousin's in it. So, helping everybody. Yeah. Take my strong hand.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Grab my strong arm.
Get some mashed potatoes.
Oh God. Oh, that fucking scene.
Jesus Christ, man.
Chris Elliott's so good in that. Oh God.
Yeah, he is.
David Cross. Oh shit, that whole friggin' cast is perfect.
Oh, that's right. David Cross is in that.
David Cross. Yeah, I could do it myself. Tries to give himself.
They're making a Scary Movie 6 right now.
Of course they are. I didn't even know there was 4 of them or 5 of them.
Yeah, Scary Movie 4 I liked. I don't remember anything about Scary Movie 5.
I don't think I've seen it.
I didn't see anything past Scary Movie 2.
Yeah, Scary Movie 6 apparently comes out in 2025.
Well,
Anna Faris still in it?
I have no idea. I don't
She
even
still
think
have
it's
that
been
huge bush in
released
it?
who's in it yet. I just saw that it was a thing.
What'd you say, Subs?
The friggin' sex scene in Scary Movie 2 where he takes the fucking hedge clippers. It's so ridiculous.
Oh my god. See, that's like the same kind of humor to me as like Naked Gun.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The full body condoms from Naked Gun.
Yeah, yes.
Dude.
Oh my god.
It's
One of
so-
the funniest scenes in any movie. It's fucking
Oh
hilarious.
God.
The
Did you bring
Lethal
protection?
Weapon movies are good too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I brought protection.
One of my oh God, I forgot oh wow. The Grumpy Old Men movies, Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men are some of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
I've heard
Never
those are
seen
good.
them.
I haven't seen them though.
Oh God. They're like the comedy in those are like right up your guys' alley. Like it's they're so good.
I'll check it out. That
The
sounds-
writing's amazing.
Oh.
We could also make it like a movie night.
And there's Airplane.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Surely you must be joking.
Don't call me sure.
I never joking. Don't
No
call me
one don't.
Shirley.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Crap.
See you be a glue sniffer.
That makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Dude, Joey.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did have Joey sneeze after that one.
Oh my God.
Really
Oh,
shocked me awake.
I have a story for you guys.
Ooh, story time.
I want to talk about these fucking kids that have been pranking me all
Oh, that's
goddamn
right. I was
day.
going to ask you about that.
Yeah. Hold on.
These
What's going,
fucking
what's going on?
kids, dude. All right. So
Dude, you're like Flanders.
earlier today, I was working while I was talking to my boss's boss in a meeting. I heard banging on, like, it sounded like somebody was dying outside. So I like muted real quick, ran downstairs, opened the door. There's no one there. And I'm like, okay, weird. I even, while I was on the phone with him, I even walked around back to make sure like nothing was going on. Didn't see a single human soul. So I was like, all right, whatever. Go back inside. 20 minutes later, I'm off the phone and the banging's back on my front door. I'm like, what the f is going on? So I walk downstairs and I open the door and I see through the bushes up my driveway a little bit, I see like a group of maybe middle school girls, like just like a group of girls up there. And I'm like, okay, they're just messing around.
Right.
Go back up. Go back down, or I'm back at my computer. I'm working again. They start banging again. I go back down, like, because I'm thinking like maybe they need something and they're just afraid to ask. I don't know. Trying to be a good neighbor.
No, they're being stupid.
I walk down, and this time they're not even trying to hide. They're literally standing behind the bush, like standing up straight so that their heads were over the bush. And I open the door and they're just looking at me.
Friggin' middle school
I'm
girls
like-
know how to real life head glitch.
And I'm like, do you guys need something? And they're like, ah! And they ran away. They yelled. They waited a second and then they yelled and they ran away. And I was like, this is weird. And I walk back upstairs. And then, not even like, I sit back down. I come back in the door, I sit back down, and I hear the banging again. And at this point, I'm like, I'm this close to hitting the panic button on my keys to scare him with my car alarm. Just because, like, stop, leave me alone. Like, I'm tired of going up and down the stairs. This is like 4 trips. Like, leave me alone. I go back down.
Did you knock on old man Reskos' door?
You're gonna be like
Left
that
them all
haunted
on my
house in
yellow.
Monster. You're gonna be like that house in Monster House, dude.
Exactly.
Well, I go back down and I open the door and I see 2 of the 3 girls run around the bush. And the other one is just standing in front of my front door. Like, didn't get a chance to run. And I look at her and I'm like, is everything okay? Like, do you guys need anything? And she goes, no, my friends, they told me to do it. And then she ran away. And I was like, all right. I closed the door, I lock it, I came back up, and I started blaring music so that I didn't hear the knocking for the rest of the day.
That's amazing.
But they pissed me off. I was about to set off that panic button. I swear.
I'm going to give you some advice. If a flaming bag randomly shows up on your front porch, don't use your boots to put it out. Or your shoes.
Good. Yeah.
That's
Good,
fair.
good thought. I don't know.
The old man
Just like,
Reskos.
I was trying to be, nice and like, you
reference,
guys need anything?
That movie reference was
Something
lost on
okay?
you too, wasn't it?
No, I know that's a thing people do. I don't know if you were referencing something specific.
Billy Madison, specifically.
Oh.
No? All right. Well, we'll edit that out.
Yeah, Lily Madison.
I was trying to be like a nice neighbor and like, you guys need anything, but they just kept like knocking and then running away.
Trying to be like a
then,
good State Farm agent.
Yeah. And then later on, I went out to grab something out of my car and their mom was out there and she was like, I'm so sorry about that. I saw them out the window. They're a bunch of pranksters. And I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't care.
What did you say to her though? When she apologized?
She was just like,
no, I'm genuinely curious as to what your reaction was.
No.
That's what
I was just like, no, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. Kids will be kids. But like, it was annoying.
If you do that again, kids, I'm gonna sneak into your house and shave your fucking heads.
I think I actually came back up and I told, I think it was Tiff and Hammy. I said, put the stub in the middle and start bashing heads in between.
Telling you.
You should have been like, I'm going to commit arson if it happens again.
I'm this close to going postal.
If it happens again, I'm calling your insurance company and canceling your homeowner's insurance.
Hey, if this happens again, I'm going to lick your husband's nuts.
Oh my God. All right. Hey,
But yeah, I wanted to share that.
I'm going to go
with
have
you
a really
'cause
good time with your husband.
Those damn kids. Get off my lawn. Stub style.
Absolutely.
Dude,
You got to freaking lay down the law, man. You got to lay down the law. See, it's things like this. It's things like this that give people reasons to create fucking rumors and horror stories about people's houses and lives. Like to keep people from bothering you, you could literally just make up some random thing about how you beat somebody to death for ringing your doorbell and knocking on your door too many times.
Or you could just walk up and be like, ew.
Oh.
Laser him.
He points it
Yeah,
at the
dude.
camera.
For the
Camera
audio
breaks.
listeners, he shined the laser at the wall behind the camera.
Ew.
Imagine if he actually hits the camera lens and it breaks.
This would destroy it instantly.
That's what I'm saying.
You should test that.
Yeah, dude. Ew. I'm not going to do it.
When you get a new camera, leave this camera plugged in.
Oh, and then I'll just ew, 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 ew. Do a little of that to it. I should do it.
See how fast you can ruin the lens.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, let me just turn it on real quick.
Yeah, spank it like it's your stepson, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. Step Sanwoo.
Step Sanwoo.
Sanwoo.
Yeah.
For you Spotify listeners, Sanwoo is the brand of the laser.
Oh,
I'm not sponsored, but I would be open to it.
I have not done any sort of research into this, but I was asked today if there were any plans to put our podcast on Apple Podcasts or Apple whatever.
I mean, sure.
I don't know what goes into that.
I can't imagine us not have it. Like, I feel like we should be able to say, listen to our podcast wherever podcasts are listened to.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Apple on the list.
Possibly coming soon.
Mm-hmm. Tidal.
For all you Apple
does
users,
Tidal do podcast listening?
Tidal.
Tidal.
I don't know, but I don't think. I mean, I've never heard of anybody actually using Tidal for podcasts.
I mean, I use Tidal for everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use Tidal for all that stuff because it pays the artist the most of all of them.
I know that. Is it? How is the how? Does it have a good selection? Like, does it have everything that you'd be?
Oh
looking
yeah,
for
it has
on
everything else there. Let me see.
I thought about trying it out before.
Playlist, videos, profile. It doesn't say anything about podcasts, but I'm not sure. Downloads, videos, tracks, albums, mixes, and radio.
Where else
audio
would
quality,
you
too.
like to see our podcast?
Yeah, where would you guys want to listen to our podcast?
Yeah, we want
Do you even want to listen to this podcast?
to join the Sawdude Army.
Join the Sawdude Army.
We have the YouTube version, and the YouTube version, actually the first episode did surprisingly well. We have the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't know where else we could post like a video version of it that would gain any sort of like more than one person watching it, but
Vivo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
RedTube.
Yeah, dude.
I do need to go
Stuff his
through
perks up.
some more and make some clips of episode 1 to put up on the Instagram, because that first clip
Yeah.
that I made, that was just for you, buddy.
Preach.
The stub joke.
Oh yeah. No, I got it.
Oh yeah.
You know the thing with a stub joke. You know.
Remember when I made fun of your arm?
Remember when I cosplayed
Charlie.
as you? Remember that time I did that? That was fun.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Remember?
So, I have a question for
I
you
remember.
guys.
Oh, I remember.
Yes. Go on.
Do you guys
What is
think do you guys think Area 51 exists?
Yes.
Is that even a
Actually.
question? Yes, it exists.
What do you think's there?
Aliens.
Probably aliens and shit.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
aliens and or random tests that the government is doing that they don't want you to know about.
And the world's largest Krabby Patty is also there.
I think so.
Krabby Patty.
You think Krabby Patties actually exist?
Only in Area 51, but yeah. They have the smallest one there, too.
How big is it? How small is it?
Classified.
What do you mean? Then how do you know it's there?
That's also classified.
Are you a
I'll tell you
secret
what I have to
operative
kill you.
that works at
Yeah,
Area 51?
Yeah, I tell you, or else I'd have to.
Kill me? Yeah,
But I'd
makes
have
sense.
to. I'd have to. No, I'd have
Smother
to.
me?
I'd have to
Yeah.
boof.
Yeah.
I'd have to boof an alien.
Ooh.
You don't want
You have
that.
to boof an alien.
What do you mean by that?
Not the good ones either. Not the good aliens. Not the good boofing aliens.
Are there
You're gonna
different
get
types of
spicy
aliens that you can that are boofable and unboofable?
Okay, yeah.
Calm down
Oh,
here.
let's-
Let's really dive into this. So, what
Yeah.
are the good boofing aliens?
Yeah, that's what I'm
versus
asking.
the
Well,
not
ideally-
good boofing aliens.
Ideally, if you're gonna boof an alien, you want one that's
Got some
kind of
cake.
self-lubricating.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What's that?
Because that's some cake to it.
It's got some cake to it. Yeah, you want some cake on that thing.
Yeah.
And you want it to be a little bit like slip and slidey, and not too girthy of an alien.
No?
Now, if you get a real girthy alien that has spikes on it and is dry as the fucking Sahara, you don't want that. That's not very boofable. So,
I don't
How
know.
tall are these aliens that you're boofing?
well, that depends. Because a bad alien to boof would probably be real tall, like 18 feet tall or something, which is above the average height of 16 feet for aliens. And for a real small one, now there's not a lot of small ones because the average height is 16 feet, mind you. Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm gonna let me tell you what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna bend over and I'm gonna lick my own nuts. All right.
Forwards or
That's
backwards?
My balls are a little forward in my shorts now.
Yeah, I get that. But when you're licking, are you bending forward or backwards?
Depends on my mood. So, these aliens that we're boofing, you want to go. There's a species. There's a couple species of aliens. Now they're real rare, but they're only 1 foot tall. They're fully grown adults. They're adult aliens.
Are
At least
you
the right
saying
order.
that there are fleshlight aliens out there?
No. You boof them. You're the fleshlight.
Do you know what
No,
boofing
boofing
is, Stubbs?
Do you know what boofing is?
What?
What do you think boofing is?
Do you even boof, dude?
Yeah, do you
Dude.
boof?
Isn't boofing just like banging?
No.
The fuck is boofing?
That's when you shove something in your ass.
Oh, I didn't know
Boofing it.
that.
Wow, I can't believe this. You thought
Yeah, dude. I thought it was just a euphemism for sex.
What do you think? You think I'm some kind of fucking sicko? I'm just
Yes. Look at the conversation we're having.
I don't see the problem. I'm simply boofing.
Oh,
No more, no
Word
less.
of the day is boof.
That's the word
apparently
every day.
Don't let
so.
your children watch this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, ideally not.
Oh god.
But the 1 foot tall, slippery aliens are quite boofable.
See, I'm sorry. Even still, you're gonna shove a foot of alien inside there?
And how girthy
whole
are
thing.
these things?
Oh, these things don't got a ton of girth to them.
Well, I mean, I guess that's
No,
smooth.
Yeah, you got a nice slick exterior, self lubricating,
Oh my god.
not too girthy, very boofable.
This is happening.
Sorry. I'm still hung up on the fact that this whole time Stubbs didn't know what boofing meant.
Dude, do a lot of boofing research, do I? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, boof search.
Boof search. Boofsearch.net.
That sounds like a search engine.
Hold on, boofsearch.org. Actually, you know what? Let's go. Let's
No, it's
Google this. Hold on.
let's be real. It's boofsearch.io.
How do you spell boof? Is it just BOOF?
It sure is.
Boofsearch.com.
No, there's a silent lick my nuts in there.
That site can't be reached.
Oh, it's because you need to write BO lick my nuts OF.
Oh. Boof search. Nope,
We
it
might have
goes to book. It defaults to book search.
We might have to invent boof search.
Boofing.
Could that be our website? Boofsearch.
Apparently,
Boofing
boof is also a synonym for weed.
Boofing, also known as rectal administration, colloquially known as boofing or plugging, uses the rectum as a route of administration for medication and other fluids, which are absorbed by the rectum's blood vessels. So, in other words, you're boofing. Like, in other words, you could boof some black tar heroin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can also
Well,
boof
it's more like a butt chug. Like you're taking some alcohol in there.
Yeah, it's pronounced analgesic, not analgesic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude.
The pills,
totally.
The pills go in your mouth.
So
Yeah,
where have we devolved to at this point?
I have no fucking clue,
We've been
dude.
talking about boofing for the last 10 minutes.
That's the title. There's the title.
We've been talking about boofing.
Talking about boofing.
Yep. Area
Talking about
51 and boofing.
Episode 3.
Area 51 and boofing.
All right, so I want to talk to y'all about a conspiracy theory.
Uh-oh.
Go for it.
And I've mentioned it before.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys think about the prospect of rocks being squishy and soft until we look at them, at which point they become hard and stiff as the rocks that we typically know and have come to love to this day?
I mean, does a bear shit in the woods?
Does a duck with a boner drag weeds?
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
So,
Do 2 birds in the bush really equal 3 foxes in the tree?
Yeah.
salty. So, what are you saying here, Stein? So if I'm not looking at a rock, if I'm the only person within a mile radius, right? It's just me, and I'm not looking at a rock. The rock is like gelatinous.
Could be. Or
But
just
then
like
when I
soft,
look at
really
it-
fluffy.
It just gets rock hard.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
it
are
loves
known to
being-
get rock hard when I look at them, but still.
Yeah. Well,
How does the rock know you're looking at it?
Quantum physics,
Echolocation.
that too.
Because you can smell what he's cooking.
Smell what I'm stepping in?
That's my thing.
Here we go.
I don't think this is really a conspiracy theory, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to it. There's no merit to this.
I think there's a lot of merit. How do you know it's not true? Prove it.
Well, how do they know that they're looking?
Methodology that flat earthers use.
Prove that it
Exactly.
isn't.
I don't believe in this. To be fair, to be clear, I think it's fucking stupid as shit.
Right?
But also, I like the idea.
Do you?
You know, these things are all squishy as fuck until you walk up to them and poke them, and they're like, "Oh, I'm hard now."
I mean, same for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I get it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm getting older now. I need that Cialis.
Yeah, you want to go to Seattle for that?
Nah, just send him a picture of the stub. Tell him it's real.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's real.
No games.
My only Stubbs content.
Only stubs.
I told some people in Discord a little bit ago that I was gonna make an OnlyFans account and name it Chubby Pumpaloaf. How do we feel about that?
I don't like it.
Oh, not great.
I don't think it sounds sexy enough to attract visitors to sell yourself.
No, you're gonna want to go with Ebenezer Squirtmaster.
That's. I think that's perfect. I don't see an issue.
if there's no Ebenezer in there, it's not good enough.
I'm telling you.
Ebenezer Squirtmaster,
Yep.
dude.
Or Boofmaster.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Euripides Boofington.
What's it with you and Euripides? Do you just love Greek philosophers?
I just love that name. It's just so good.
Euripides, you pay for these.
Just do like Urethra Franklin.
Yep. Urethra Franklin would be perfect.
Oh, another famous Greek philosopher.
Yep. Fellatio Mignon.
Colonel Angus.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But it would be anus.
Guillermo del Tomo. Not Tomo. Tomo.
Steven Spiel my Nutsberg.
You lost me there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking whatever we're doing.
This is fucking stupid.
It's fucking stupid as fuck.
So dumb.
Yeah, dude. Lick my nuts, Jackson.
Lick my nuts, Jack. Lick my nuts,
Lick
Jack.
my nuts, Jackson.
No, not even trying to come up with a name. It's just lick my nuts.
Oh my god.
Jesus fuck, dude. Hey, who's that guy over there? That's the old good old lick my nuts Jackson over there.
Hey,
Badass with a heart of gold. Lick my nuts Jackson.
there he is.
Oh,
Lick my nuts,
that was
Jackson.
so funny.
Holy fuck.
Lick my nuts, Jackson.
Dude.
They could have stuck something over.
Why?
I got it.
What did you knock over?
Cool.
Huh?
Great answer.
What did you knock over?
Oh, it's a little stand for painting minis. I still got to do that on here.
Are you sure that's what it is? Because it looks a lot like a butt plug.
It's both. I can multitask. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that
Bland.
looks like something that goes in your anus.
It does actually. But what you do is you stick this in your ass, and then you get the mini and you place it on this thing. This. You gotta spread it.
Gotcha. You spread.
You
spread.
You gotta spread it.
Yeah, and you can handy clap those cheeks.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I don't think we could
And
say
then,
that.
I
can
can.
also use that. Can we? Can we?
Stubbs can.
I can.
Yeah, fair enough. And you got this thing, which you don't want to boof.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a
Why
hook.
not?
It's pokey.
Oh, it's perfect for pulling out the intestines.
Why would you want to do
What the
that?
fuck what is your problem, dude?
Are you all right today, dude?
You alright, dude?
Yeah, I'm great.
You alright, dude?
You all right today,
You
dude?
alright, dude?
I'm a little tired.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, dude, you alright, dude?
You all right, dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?
Hey, you come here often?
You know what, dude?
You know, dude.
Hey, those legs go all the way up, dude.
Yeah,
All the way up.
all the way up.
How are those jorts suiting you?
I'm not wearing jorts. I'm wearing gray sweatpants.
Do you? Of course you are. Do you?
Always.
Now, do you guys own jorts?
No.
I do not own any jorts.
No. I feel like jorts are coming back. I feel like they're in style
they
right
are.
now, and I don't want to do it.
I don't really want to do it either.
I don't want to.
Too Jordy.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I just don't like the whole denim look anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just
Denim
me.
Dan.
I like denim. Denim Dan.
Yep. Yeah, nothing.
Just not a fan.
Maybe some kind of dweeb.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, Stubbs, we're approaching. Actually, we're probably already past yacht stub season.
No. It's we're approaching yacht stub season.
What does that
okay.
mean?
Summertime. It's when lumberjack stubs goes into hibernation and the yacht rock stubs comes out and plays.
Oh.
I have two looks in my my wardrobe. I am for fall and winter. I am a lumberjack, and well, for most of spring anyway. And summertime hits. I feel like I should be on a yacht listening to Hall & Oates.
There it is.
Stein's got one look in his therapist core.
Apparently.
Dude,
Evidently.
therapist core.
Therapist core is the perfect way to describe everything I've ever seen you wear, aside from one item, and you know what it is, so I shouldn't have to say it.
Oh, I want to know what it
Yeah.
is.
I do
The
know
jacket.
What
it's the
jacket?
jacket.
Do I need you to get the jacket for me?
Hold on.
Go get the jacket. Go get the
jacket. Yeah.
What's
I'll be
it,
right
so?
back.
What's this jacket, dude? Not you. You go get the jacket. I'll ask Reskos.
It's like a trench coat esque kind of thing.
Wait.
It's not great.
Friggin' Stein has a fucking trench coat.
Kind of.
Like, is it like an old school, like 80s businessman raincoat? Like
No.
khaki button up sort of.
No, it's black.
Stein.
Yeah, it's not a good look. And he loves the jacket.
Saw, dude.
All right, can you move the
cannot
chair? You
see
stand up.
any of it. You just see black.
Yeah, I need you to stand
All right.
up, and I need you to model this for us.
It's too long.
I don't think it's too long. I like it. I like
think
that jacket.
I don't think you could see it well on camera.
I can't.
gonna be
There's not a
honest
good
with
contrast. It's a blob of
Yeah.
black on him.
I got black pants on, so it kind of like
I don't know, dude.
in there.
I like it.
you. Mm-mm.
Well, thank you.
In person, it looks like he's about to do something that will put him in prison.
I think it's a little too long.
I think it's perfect. I like that length. Where does it go, to your knees? Just above?
Yeah. Like right at knee level, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like if it was that might be a little long at knee level.
It's like a little long. I get tailored, but it's not trench coat, it's an overcoat. First of all,
Okay, now we're
so
back.
normally what I do is I just I keep a bunch of Skittles in here. Got a bunch of little pouches, and then I throw them at old people.
Just any particular reason?
Is there?
Or-
Are you trying to taunt them with taffy because with their dentures they can't chew it anymore? Like, is that what you're?
Exactly.
Oh.
It's too chewy. They can't eat them. Also, one time I met this old lady that was allergic to Skittles, and I just kind of assumed that all of them are. Can we even include this part? Is this okay?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay, because
Well, it was until you said that.
Okay, well we'll cut out that little part then. Yeah, dude.
My brain is fried right now, dude.
Me too. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know
anymore.
what's happening right now. I think we're
I'm
pretty much
losing
good
it.
at this point, but it's like,
Do we want to just do our Reddit thread?
oh yeah. The
yeah.
am I the asshole?
You know what? Oh, we're doing the Reddit thread. The jacket's coming back on.
Yeah.
That's the
This
Reddit.
is my Reddit.
jacket.
Yeah, this is my Reddit jacket. Reddit moment, dude.
Also, I want you to know that I googled boofing, and one of the results is the Edge Treatment Center.
Oh, are they edgy there?
Nice.
Get
Yeah.
edged there. That's cool.
I'm gonna boof you in a minute. We're leaving that in.
Oh, here you go, guys. Here's one for you. Am I the asshole for being upset my D&D character almost died?
Oh boy. Here we go.
Recently, I started playing D&D for the first time ever. While I've never played, I've watched shows and listened to hours of podcasts, so I may not understand it completely, but I get the gist of it. We had our second session this weekend and are playing Curse of Strahd. I've never played D&D, so I have no idea what that even is.
I don't know what that is either, and I played D&D.
Our very first combat session started, and I was excited to see what we could do. To my surprise, my level 1 paladin was immediately hit with 3 necrotic attacks that knocked me down. This was the first interaction, and I wasn't given any kind of chance. I was floored that a level 1 monster was able to one-shot you. I questioned the DM in a joking manner that we were only level 1, and it's wild to be hit like that so early. He laughed, and we continued the session. My paladin was revived, but I was kind of out of it for the rest of the game. After we finished, I privately messaged our DM that maybe he was being a little harsh with the attacks, as I had never seen beginner monsters club you down like that. He responded that it was exactly as written in the campaign and that I should get used to having my characters die. I won't lie, I was hurt and asked if he was serious. He assured me he was. Because of this, I'm having serious reservations of continuing the campaign, and it's soured D&D as a whole for me. I'm aware everyone plays different, but I'm also new to this while everyone else is a seasoned player. I haven't spoken to our friend group or our DM since then, and as the days have gone on, I find myself more and more angry at how unfair it was. So was my anger uncalled for? Am I just being sensitive about my first character?
So there's a lot to unpack there, but not the least of which being, it sounds like, to me anyway, that this person was previously friends with this DM.
Right.
And now they're being included into the D&D. See, what I would feel like is, look, it's my first time playing D&D. Like, the DM has the power to kind of go easy on you. Like, they don't have to kick the shit out of you right away. So I feel like it was kind of a dick move. Does that make sense? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. And you're out here picking on me. But I also wouldn't have responded being all pissy. I would have just like, all right, cool. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like it was one occurrence, and you kind of just... I feel like if it was a repeat thing, I would be maybe pissed about it, or at least I wouldn't think I would jump right to be pissed about it. I think I would just question.
Right. Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't... With this whole thing, it's just like, again, as a non-D&D player, the whole point of the game, I think, is to get together, and this is, again, I have no idea what's going on. So my whole thing is like, if you're a group of friends getting together to play a game and your dungeon master basically kills off your character in the second session and you literally can't do anything for the next few weeks, that's pretty fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like that's a dick move. Like, is it possible to happen? Of course it is. Like, but I guess I would need more info, I guess, if like the whole Nat 20, Nat 1 sort of thing came around, but like,
I don't know. If I was a DM and I've never DM'd, then I don't
like, were the other players there being like, Jesus Christ, like, why are you being so, like, how did the other friends react? Like, I don't think there was enough information given.
Yeah, I feel like
I would just be excluding people if I did that. I feel like there's more to this outside of the D&D campaign.
Right.
To me, like, I don't know. If I'm trying to think of it as if I were the DM, right? Yeah. And like, it's Stubbs' second time playing D&D, or first time, or whatever.
It's my first campaign, second session. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that to him. I mean, I'll hit him, but I'm not gonna just outright destroy him.
Right.
And it's like he's still learning what to do. I don't know. To me, it seems like there was fault on both parts because you definitely overreacted. If, like Stein said, everything was contained to the game, there wasn't any tension in the group outside of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the DM was being an asshole, and I think that the poster had overreacted to the DM being an asshole.
Yep, I agree. I agree with that. I think that's. I think there's with as little information as we have. I think the I think the DM is being kind of a douchebag to the new person. Because it's not like you're running it's not like this was like a warm up round. It was a level 1 monster with a level 1 character
attack.
That shouldn't be allowed. A one hit from a level 1 should not happen. On a paladin of all things, shouldn't happen.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like if it was like a rogue or like a friggin' or like a level 1 wizard that was doing hand-to-hand combat for some stupid reason, then I can see that. But
yeah, paladins, beefy healers, I don't know about that. Doesn't seem to add up.
Nope.
You know what, Stubbs? I think you would make a good dungeon master.
I don't think so.
Too.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
You're really good at making up situations.
Yeah, but they'd get silly real quick.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, silly is fine, isn't it? As long as it's not impossible, like the dude next to me right here.
Is he a bad dungeon master?
Never tried it.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if I could see you being a dungeon master though, because you'd quickly turn into you got to boof that in order to survive.
Yeah, perfect. Can you imagine with that D&D
roll for boof?
That'd be hilarious. What's wrong with that, dude? That'd be so fun.
Rolls a nat 1. Ooh, you get to be boofed without lube.
You just rolled a boof 20.
I would
and
like
the boofing is going in sideways.
Oh no! Oh,
I would actually genuinely enjoy because
I've
I've never
shit
played
pancakes
D&D
for the
either.
rest of your friggin' campaign.
I've never played D&D either. I would genuinely like if our friend group did a D&D campaign. The problem is I don't know who would be the dungeon master.
I know a lot of people have said they want Stubbs.
A lot of people?
Several.
I know I have. I know Tiff
they
has,
haven't.
and I know Hammy has.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't.
Well, ask them when
Sure
we're done
have.
here. We will go ask them, sir.
Oh, all right.
We're not gonna lie on the podcast.
Yeah, I would never lie on the podcast, and Stein certainly wouldn't. He has never told a lie on this podcast. In the 3 episodes we have recorded,
No lies.
there's nothing but truth coming from Stein.
That makes
That's
sense.
a good streak. That's a good streak
That's
right
a
there.
solid streak.
Yeah, I mean, Nicki Minaj invented nuclear fission, or I guess was instrumental in inventing.
It's instrumental. Yeah, get your facts straight, buddy. But yeah, I just
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, dude. I just got this this D&D sticker book today, and let me tell you, Stubbs, right here, you could be that hamster.
Oh, nice, dude.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got it.
I see 2 paws.
Better.
Oh, there you go. That's better.
Love you, buddy.
Oh,
Love you too.
all right. So I think that's gonna do it for episode 3. I know
Yeah.
it's kind of a shorter one.
I mean, that's
But,
about right. Hour and a half.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to cut a lot out.
Why?
Not a lot. Couple minutes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks,
I hope
guys.
everybody has a great week or 2 weeks until we see you all again. As a reminder, we got Stubbs McGee on Twitch, Skempto Bird on Twitch, Reskos 27 on Twitch. Come chat with us. I'm thinking maybe as a goal of some sort, we can try to do a live streamed podcast at some point.
Ooh.
I think that would be fun.
That would
live
be awesome.
podcast.
I like that.
Can we do that
Yeah.
on Spotify?
We can't do that on Spotify. We can record at the same time that we're streaming.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we can. The thing is if we do it this way, I actually have Restream, so
Okay.
I can restream to any YouTube
Yeah.
that we want to do it. So I just need the key to do so for the channel.
Okay.
So if we're doing that, I can
that
go
would
to
be awesome.
Restream, and it'll bring up chats for both YouTube and that way it's on YouTube as live and uncut. So it's just there for us at that point.
Fair.
So that'll be a goal of ours. We'll talk about that and see if there's any criteria that we want to meet before we do that. But yeah. So be sure to follow us. We do have an Instagram account. It is at pod on Instagram.
Yep.
You know what?
I will be making clips of our episodes and posting it there.
You know, dude.
And
You know what, dude?
I think that's everything. So have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you soon.
See you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Do 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 do.
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?
You know what, dude?